to Mint. In this edition of From the Newsroom, we are discussing how the BJP lost its only southern bastion state of Karnataka after counting to the assembly elections happened today. It made way for the Congress party for some good news that it might have offered to him. To join us in discussing this, we have Liz Mathew. Welcome to the show, Liz. So, are you surprised by the results? Are you surprised for specifically the Congress party, or?
No, it is not very surprising because everybody was expecting Congress party to win. But it is not a very good news for Congress because first of all state elections are first of all it is more of a BJP loss than a Congress gain.
Right.
It's completely BJP completely lost the game in the southern part of India, and also in Karnataka, where it, like you said in the beginning, that it was their first victory in the southern region. BJP is otherwise considered to be a North Indian party. I said it is not a major gain for Congress because state elections are like increasingly becoming very state specific elections, and they are fought on state issues in the state, very local issues. And the leaders, the personalities they are focusing on, or the personality who matter there in the local elections are the local leaders, like the state leaders. And Congress's force will return immediately. Today they adjourned the both houses, Parliament, sine die. They were supposed to do it, or they were expected to do it yesterday itself. They were planning to do it, but somehow they thought the Karnataka victory may give them some positive news, and the House can adjourn, for the monsoon session, sine die. On a positive note for the party, but in the Supreme Court they got all the bad news, so they are back to square one again for the Congress.
But tell me, what we've been hearing the whole day is how this corruption seems to be back on the agenda. A more corrupt government has given way for a possibly less corrupt government, but that party also is engulfed into a number of corruption charges at the center. So is corruption clearly an electoral agenda now?
Yeah, clearly, because the Congress could gain or Congress could manage this many seats there because the state government, the incumbent state government was mired in corruption. That is why, like I said in the beginning, Karnataka election was a very state specific election. Right. If corruption was the issue, it would have actually gone against the Congress also, because Congress is no way a clean party. There what I think more the advantage to, or what Congress did good was, they did not focus on the BJP's corruption because they knew that their skeletons in their cupboards also. What they did was a positive campaign. They went for we will give you a stable government, we will give you a progressive government. So we BJP's other issues, the governance also has completely failed. Correct. In the beginning it was okay, then because of the internal fight and all, they really lost the game. Right. So that time the Congress now thought good governance. They promised a good governance, and they promised progressive government. And I think the youth have mostly 35 lakh new voters were there. So the youth have accepted that, and they thought, okay, here at least this is the better among the lot. So let them get a chance. Maybe a stable government can do better things for the state.
Right. And so there are a number of more state assemblies that go to poll before 2014, and then we have the big general elections next year. What kind of an implication do state elections like these have? What kind of a national impact would a Karnataka election result have?
The Karnataka's victory for Congress, it was just like a straw in, as they were drowning, and that is something they got. Okay. That is the only thing, and it may be giving them a moral boost, at least to prepare themselves for the next election. Now maybe this will give a message to the other state units, right, that okay, we work hard and we come with a positive agenda, result, and we really work at the grassroots level. things will be better for us. The national scenario where whether the government was at the receiving end for price rise or corruption, it may not affect us if we work hard and if we present a clean, stable,
alternative,
visionary government.
Right.
So that can give the state units a kind of some inspiration for preparing or gearing up for the state for the election, assembly elections. But at the national level, Congress has nothing to hope or nothing to expect from this result. Like I said, except for a brief period, they can just claim that, okay, like what happened in Himachal.
Right.
Himachal victory didn't do anything to Congress at the national level. Uttarakhand victory also didn't do anything to the Congress at the national level. So, the same way, state elections will have, I think Karnataka election may boost the party more for state elections, but the national elections, they will have to come up with
different agenda.
It's completely different agenda. They'll have to I don't know how they are going to do that, because they have completely failed at all counts at the national level. So it's a different ball game for all the parties. Even for BJP, it is not a very good message in the sense it will definitely affect the morale of the party units, who are really upbeat now.
Right.
If it was a victory for BJP, they would have really, they would be ready for poll in the general elections in the next month.
Right.
So that didn't happen. So I think increasingly this agenda for national and agenda for state elections are becoming completely different
from each other. So we'll have to see how these two main parties actually position themselves ahead of 2014.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Liz, for joining us today.
Thank you.
It will be interesting to see how the two main political parties, which is the BJP and the Congress, reposition themselves, chalk out a strategy for themselves ahead of the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. Meanwhile, we'll be tracking all the political developments that happen. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned and keep watching.